Are you a starseed? Is your mother a starseed? Are your kids starseeds? What is a starseed? You got questions, I got answers. A lot of people have asked me about starseeds, so I thought I would answer some of those questions. I've been tasked with this job of answering these questions because I myself am a starseed. So a starseed is somebody who has origins in a star system other than ours. So you're here, you're in a human body, you look like the rest of us, we all think you're one of us, but in fact you are not. You're just cosplaying humanity. And some people are doing a better job than others. I mean, some of them, you look at them, you're like, okay, definitely not from here. Michael Jackson, we know. Madonna, we know. But a lot of folks blend in really well and seem to be pulling it off. If you're not pulling it off real well, then you might start having questions. If people keep kind of asking you, what's up with you? You might be like, it doesn't feel like home. All right, so how can you be from somewhere else and be here and look human and not be human? How is that even a thing? Well, technically you are human. You're just not only human. You're something more than human. Or maybe in some people's view, something less than human. Do we have any anti-starseed discrimination happening? I don't know, maybe. All right, so there's two kinds of starseeds. There are those who are actually physical hybrids, like your DNA. If we were to study it, we would find that actually you have a mixture of human and something unclassifiable. And some people have gotten DNA tests, and this has been shown to be the case, that the DNA comes back and we're like, yeah, we don't know what all this DNA is. It's not in our database. Right, so that's one kind where you're actually a hybrid, you're mixed. Mixed kid, but like a whole new definition of mixed kid. And then there are the other starseeds who are, biologically 100% human, but they have past lives on another star system, and so they've brought some of those memories with them. I don't know if memories is the right word. Memories, because you may not remember, but maybe you don't remember, but you've brought some of the gifts with you. And so sometimes you might be bringing gifts, memories, ways of doing things, expanded perspective. And I'm not sure it matters what kind of starseed you are, whether it's a biological or a spiritual form of starseed. Because what all starseeds have in common is an origin in another star system, which then gives us a certain understanding about Earth, a certain kind of outsider, insider-outsider perspective. And Barbara Smith, great feminist theorist, wrote a book, or was it an article, Insider Outside. She developed that whole theory, which I think applies to the starseeds. So why are starseeds here? What's the mission? I'm getting this information from a lot of clients that I work with. So for those who don't know, I read the Akashic Records. I'm a medical intuitive, and I've had hundreds of clients where I go to the Akashic Records and I find out about their past lives, their life purpose, their karma, etc. And sometimes when I'm in those past life, pre-life conferences, because people have these conferences with their guides before they incarnate, and in that pre-life conference, they make decisions about what they're going to do this lifetime, what their purpose is, who they're going to incarnate with, etc. And it's during those conferences that I have found out that people were actually starseeds, that they came here from other places. And so I've gotten to listen in on a lot of pre-life conversations where starseeds are talking about why they decided to come to planet Earth. And so in these conversations, what I saw were two main reasons, two main missions that starseeds tend to have when they come to planet Earth. And so you want to listen to these and see if one of them resonates with you, and that's going to help you figure out, are you a starseed? So one of the missions, I'll start with the least interesting one first. One of the missions I saw a lot is just data collection. Boring, right? So some people send their people here just to collect data because they're curious and they want to know all about Earth life. One of the things they're really fascinated about when it comes to humans is our expression of emotion. We are very emotional beings, and beings on a lot of other planets are not so emotional. All right, so now we got the boring mission out of the way. Let's talk about the much more interesting mission. And that is the mission that some starseeds have, where they have come here to help raise the consciousness of planet Earth. Right? So these are people that we might call light workers. That's the term that's become popular. Um, People who are here to raise the vibration, raise the consciousness, shift us higher up in our evolution. And you can think of it as kind of like a, you know, international, global mission to help the less fortunate. Where earthlings are the less fortunate, or like the less enlightened. So there are people that come from all over the place who are like, oh, we want to help. We want to help these people on this planet to evolve. And they want to come now because we're at this really important point in time where we are evolving at a really fast rate. I know it doesn't seem obvious right now with the shenanigans going on in our current organizational structure, but it's all related. And we're in the last gasp era, right before the evolution. Last gasp, of a dying empire. We're in that phase of the whole process. And so all of these starseeds decided to incarnate right now so that they could help out with this process. And I think it's kind of obvious that we need help, like a lot of help. I for one need help. I'm gonna just speak for myself. And if I can speak for my country, I think we here in the U.S. need help, please. All right, so how do you know if you're a starseed? Do you have this really strong sense of mission that you want to help raise the vibration? Or alternately, do you find yourself looking at other people like, oh my God, they're all so weird. I can't relate. This is not my home planet. Who are you people? Maybe you feel both ways. That's also a possibility. All right, what are some other signs that you might be a starseed? If you're really obsessed with the cosmos, astronomy, astrology, ETs, science fiction, these are all signs that you might be a starseed. If you have a lot of weird allergies and like weird body reactions to things, this could mean that you're a hybrid starseed. Like there's certain foods you can't eat, but it's just not a couple like normal people. It's just a whole ton of them. Or you have really weird reactions to certain things, like you're allergic to things that people aren't allergic to. You have extreme sensitivities to certain things. Maybe it's sound, maybe it's certain kinds of touch. You're incredibly psychic. You have really well-developed gifts in certain areas. Maybe you're a really strong clairsentient. You can feel other people's feelings. Maybe you're a prophet and you can see the future. Maybe you're a telepath and you can connect to other people and hear their thoughts. And maybe you can connect with animals and plants really well. This could mean that you're from a star system where there were more connections between your people and animals. Dude, have you had a lot of dreams about spaceships or nightmares? Do people in your family also have dreams about spaceships and ETs? So a lot of times starseeds run in families, and so that's why I said, is your mother a starseed? Because if you are, it's possible that your mother was too, and that's why they chose her to incarnate, to give birth to you. So these starseeds run in families, and so you might want to look at your family stories. You might want to just ask, if you haven't already, ask your mother and father, hey, have you ever been in a spaceship? Ever had a dream about a spaceship? Ever been, and have any kind of funny loss of time in your past? You'll be surprised what you might uncover. Okay, so why does this matter? Why does being a starseed matter? It's really important right now because we are in this shift in consciousness, because we are in crisis, and we need all hands on deck, basically. And we need as many people with as many gifts as possible, all activated, aware, conscious, and willing to get to work. So what does that mean? That means now is time for all the starseeds to wake up, all the starseeds to get activated, for all the starseeds to get clear that, oh yeah, I signed up for this mission. I'm on task. All right, so are you a starseed? If you are, please drop a comment. Tell us how you know. Tell us what kind you are. Tell us what your mission is. Does any of this resonate with you? Do you have more questions about starseeds? Drop them in the comments. Now is the time for us to answer these important questions.